He said it. So coming at you live, it is Outside the Issues. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. I don't know how many people. This is our first time using Streamlab.
StreamYard.
StreamYard. We're going to talk some
Skylab
and have a little bit of fun, but we got to introduce our first time guest on air. It's Donnie from the Mastodon himself. What's going on, brother?
Not a whole lot. How you guys doing?
We're living the dream.
That's right, man. Always.
I clocked a deer on the way into work yesterday morning.
Oh, no.
My bumper's sitting there like this. So I got some work to do tomorrow morning.
And anytime you hit a deer, you got to say newsstand.
That ain't what I said.
Oh man, I love it.
And then the living legend himself, the 18-time world champion, the great one himself, great legend. What's going on?
Man, we coming at you live from Outside the Issues. I really think this is gonna have to be episode 7, 8, and 9. This is the whole lead up, to the final. We're almost at the final. It's like 19 hours away or whatever. But man, I'm excited. Swamp Thing.
But let's dive into the chat. And who do we have first up in the chat is none other than Comics Misexplained.
Oh, gone too soon, man.
He's jumping on Whitewell here in 15 minutes. We got real comic book talk. What's up, guys?
Hello,
Chris
fellas.
Barrett, who is always in there asking people if he's got a sob. Who else? And Comic Head 84. I had a sob.
Yeah.
Comic Head.
That's right, man.
So,
Dude. I know Real Comic Book Talk loves the DC TV shows. I'm sure they're all over the good old Swamp Thing, man.
those guys are the best. They're so funny.
Love those guys, man. Hopefully we'll get to see them. Baltimore, right? Baltimore. Real Comic Talk. We got to do a reunion one of the nights, because Chad, remember back in the day, you got to see Real Comic Book Talk live.
Yes, I did. And this year, Legends coming up there as well. Donnie and the whole Comic Corps gang. And maybe, you know what? If they're still in the chat, I'm gonna reach out to them, see if they want to join us tomorrow night on Off the Rails. But we just got Conquistadorks.
Hey,
is just joining us. So we got a lot of talking to do because Kat unfortunately is working with Mark. They're working slinging those sandwiches.
Working that night shift.
And she has not been she's not too happy about missing, but we got to carry on. Carry on my wayward son. I like that. So Legend, you want to start off with episode 7?
Yeah, man. Episode 7, let me tell you, you got more of that Dr. Woodrue exploring and doing his thing, and he's on the scent. He's on the move. Man, just an awesome. And, you got Avery or, Sunderland, man. He just felt it. He just freaking felt it, man. They double-crossed him, put him on that double cross. Donnie, what do you think about those two ladies getting after that guy?
Oh, man. Controlled, Yeah. He's a bastard, but a bastard with passion.
But like everything else he's been in, he's been such a good character. The actor itself, he's been like a good guy.
I love Will Patton. He's great.
I mean, wasn't he in Gone in 60 Seconds, right?
Yeah.
He was just gone too soon, man. Great acting. Just evil ass guy.
Yeah.
And I mean,
perfect guy to play him.
You get a little bit of backstory there too, because it tells you why exactly he hates the swamp so much, and apparently it's because they took his dad.
Yeah,
dude.
I thought that was pretty cool that they enlightened us on that.
They did his daddy dirty.
Yeah,
they did his daddy dirty.
Well, he mentioned it in one of the earlier episodes, like in passing, about what happened to his dad, but it was vague.
Yeah, they never really.
It was nice that we got that answered.
Absolutely. And but come on. I mean, the mom and son, they take him out on the boat, and he says, "I'm your dad." I think there was a mix up there. Like, I mean, I don't know why that kid would even think that was the case.
I'm thinking Godfather too. I'm thinking Fredo, baby. I think Fredo's going to get it, plugged out there on the lake. Damn.
So,
The chat, man. What about old Chris Barrett, man? It's great to see Chris Barrett. Conquistadorks are here live. Real comic book talk. Baltimore's finest. We're going to be representing with them at Baltimore. That's going to be great. Comic Head 84. Oh, yeah. Can you dig it? Oh, yeah. And then we got the BC. Ben freaking Compton is here, man. I'm loving it. Live here on Outside the Issue. Shad, what do you think about this chat tonight?
chat's happening. It's always happening. It's only going to get better. If anybody wants to join us, you can message us. We'll even let you pop on, and we'll send you the link. Nemesis Prime 1 or what's up is on here as well.
Nemesis Prime, let me tell you, he is on Lords of the Long Box, and they are now representing over there on 3 Men in a Basement over there with Otto from the Grotto. So you may want to go win the lotto, but you go check them out, and you'll see they'll do it fine. Lords of the Long Box every Wednesday at 9, maybe 8. Actually, it's 8. 8 Central, 9 Eastern.
Dude, like, you're pretty good at that.
That's why we do it live, because it's like you either shit or you get on the fan or whatever that line is. You know what I'm saying? You got to go live. When it's live, it's live.
Yeah,
I like it.
absolutely.
So here, Sutherland he bites the bullet and he gets dropped into the swamp. No questions asked. Game over. He's dead. They're taking over. He got double cross. But then comes episode 8, and what does our buddy Alan do? He saves him.
Alan, baby. Alan Scott.
Alec.
Oh, Alec, yeah.
Alec, sorry. Alec Holland.
And I was going Golden Age Green Lantern there. Sorry. Sometimes we ain't perfect. Sometimes I can't remember all the old school Golden Age. I'm not Paul. I'm not the Midwest comic man. I'm just here.
But yeah, so he saves him after this dude's been trying to like kill him, who has killed him and who is doing damage to the entire green itself.
Mm-hmm.
So, what can I say, man? It is it's getting good, and then Alec, I don't know.
Oh, in some of the episodes, and I don't know because I forget it because it's been so long, man. It's just getting together and everything. But episode, I think it was 7 or whatever, when Alec was doing the little love potion, and then he turned like he got the human self or whatever. But I think it was all in their mind. I don't know what was going on, but that was some of that. That was some of that Demolition Man action, that Sandra Bullock, some of that Sylvester Stallone loving right there. Kind of that Euphoria style romance. But that shit was cool. Yeah.
So do you know that the guy that is playing Swamp Thing is Jason
Kane Hodder?
No, his replacement.
Oh, the new school.
Derek Mears.
And like
him, yeah.
He looked. I mean, so I was looking at getting some background for this. And I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I doubt it. But the makeup on this is very reminiscent. I mean, it is spot on of the Alan Moore run.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
when I first saw it, I was having reminiscence of the show from the early 90s.
Well, I mean, in episode 2, the 8th episode, shit just goes haywire. Sutherland, he comes up with a plan to catch Swamp Thing, right? And Abby, she goes back to her job. And did you guys recognize who's now in charge of the CDC?
Oh yeah, Adrian Barbeau. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
The voice of Catwoman from Batman the Animated Series. If y'all didn't know, now you do.
That's-
Because
yeah.
you're watching the Comic Con on Thursday nights. You know?
And if you want to see her naked, go see the original Swamp Thing movies.
She was also the Snake Lady in Carnival, that HBO
Oh,
series.
yeah, that's right.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome. I like that show. It's Brother Justin, another one. Clancy Brown, voice of Lex Luthor back in the day on the Superman animated series.
That show just came to an abrupt end, too.
Yeah.
What's that, Carnival?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just remember the tattoo in the tree growing down.
Mhm. And the theme music and all that. That's so
Yeah.
cool. We've got some new people in the chat I just saw, but my iPad kind of messed up here. So let me click it again. We got Comics Misexplained, man. You got to love Jason in here. And we got, here he is, all the way from the Smurf Village. We got Caleb Comics Murphy, man. Great to see Caleb tonight.
So, Caleb, I sent you the link. If you want to jump on,
Oh, man. Caleb.
just jump on, man.
The Comics Smurf.
Because we got other things to talk about, too. Because, I mean,
Episode 9, though. That episode 9. Blue.
episode 9 was a little scary. I mean, honestly, from a horror standpoint.
Yeah.
And Blue Devil is terrifying. But Legends Man himself makes another reappearance.
Phantom Stranger. When you're in danger, call the Phantom Stranger. One of my favorite characters. Also great to see Blue Devil. I don't know a lot of anything about Blue Devil, just what I've read in the brand new Justice League Dark Volume 2. That first. You got a little bit of him here and there in the storyline, though. For Justice League Dark. Awesome stuff, though. I like Phantom Stranger. No doubt about it, Chad. Phantom Stranger.
I don't, Donnie. Do you know anything about Blue Devil? I don't know what his powers are. I don't know anything about them.
I don't really know anything about him either.
I know that he's an actor. He's kind of like, I love when DC.
That's the extent of what I know.
The Buddy Baker style. Buddy Baker, a stunt man actor or whatever, or went into being that. But yeah, really cool. And what else? I don't know if it's when he puts the mask on or if he's actually just cursed as that. Like, I think he might, in the comics, I think he's just cursed like that. But he used to be an actor that played a Blue Devil character, but then the costume became a part of a curse.
Okay.
But that's about all I know of him.
Okay, very cool. So, Phantom Stranger visits him and says that he has to become the Blue Devil in order to save Abby, who is on her way to find Alec, who has been taken in by Sutherland, and he is being dissected, which was pretty intense. I mean, he was like, I don't understand. You have no nerve perception. And the guy is screaming as he's cutting out his chest and hearts. So,
yeah, that was a little, yeah.
Go ahead, Don.
Swamp Thing was just pure feeling it. And I think psychologically, like, that he knew he was cutting all those parts out, but in his mind, he was like, well, this really isn't hurting me, because I'm just like part of the green,
Yeah. I was talking to my buddy about it earlier.
Okay.
And he wasn't feeling the way they had at least. I mean, he got it, but every time they cut away to do the Blue Devil stuff, he was like, "Come on, go back to the Swamp Thing. I want that."
Or the Swamp Thing stuff. Yeah, you had Ian Ziering running around butt naked. Woke up and he saw all of his damage.
I hate to say this, but that dude is a terrible actor. I mean,
I love it, man. You gotta love it.
What do you do?
There's room for everybody out there. You know what I mean? Like, no one thought Bruce Campbell was like, going to win any Oscars or anything, but he's still awesome,
he's a cult favorite, right?
Yeah, he is. And he's really funny too. It's natural funny.
So he actually, did you know this, in the original trilogy, he was Mysterio?
Oh.
He was in all 3 episodes, and he actually was like
Yeah,
the
I
whole
remember
thing
he was a butler or something, or a waiter in one of them. And yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
He was a friend with Sam Raimi because they did the Evil Dead together, right, Chad?
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you notice, Sam Raimi as a director, Sam Raimi puts his car in every movie that he directs. His original car. So like the car that Uncle Ben gets killed in
Yeah.
is the same car from Evil Dead 2.
Yep.
And the person that owns that car is Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Bruce Campbell is, he's awesome. My buddy got to meet him, and I mean, the character Ash. I mean, who doesn't love him? So, and he was in one of our other books that we just read. What was that book? Last week, Legend we had Junior High Horror.
Oh, that's right,
Yeah.
Rob
Yeah.
Patak. Yeah, that was awesome.
So take us out, Donnie. So how's this episode end?
How does it end? God damn. Now
So
I'm drawing a blank.
Abby gets back to the and rescues Alec, and she takes him to the
Carries him out.
helps him get out, and he takes off. He's like, I have to go see if it's true.
Yeah, that's
Go
right.
see it's true.
Yeah.
And then he pulls out Alec.
Yeah.
Body, decomposing body from the swamp, and
because what Woodrue was telling Swamp Thing on the table, he was saying his hypothesis was that whenever his body got blown to bits and pretty much blew up in that fire and explosion, that his memories and his conscious mind and soul got into the swamp. It became attached, and it formed a human-like structured body around itself to emulate, part of the swamp, but also a little bit of that Alec Holland in his mind.
I mean,
very cool, man.
It's going to be exciting to see how this ends. I really, really am interested to see if DC is going to continue it.
Yeah.
If they can bring it back. I know it's already canceled, but I mean,
great stuff, dude. The Swamp Thing, man. I don't know what's going on, with like DC. I think somebody told me they canceled the Stargirl.
Not the show. Now the comic book that's written by Jeff Johns has been canceled. Now I think for 2 reasons. One, he's too tied up in the production of the Stargirl show, and I also think that the original sales numbers were down, so they're going to wait till after the show comes out to then probably re-release that or re-solicit that and then bring it at that point. That also gives them some more time.
She was a really cool character, and I know you read it too, Chad, when the New 52, when she was in the Justice League of America, with the Green Arrow, Martian Manhunter, and all that. That was a good comic, and she played a great part in there, and just was really cool. And that was the first time I've ever really read that character before.
Well, I mean, Carson and I are big Jeff Johns fans from his run on JSA. Pre 52 and pre Flashpoint, and that's when Alex Ross was doing all the covers and
the covers with the Power Girl, the Black Adam cover, and all that.
Yeah, and they were doing. It was kind of cool because you had Wildcat, right? The old Ted Cord or Ted
Knight.
Is that
his name? No, that was actually the guy.
Was it Ted Cord?
Caddyshack right there, Ted Knight.
Ted Cord's Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle. But
Ted.
I know who you're talking about. That boxer, the boxer.
Yeah,
guy.
He was a boxer. Yeah. But then there was a newer version of him who was like a younger kid, but who was really a Black Panther. Do you know what I mean? Like part of the band. It was a humanoid mix.
That was the CW version, that one that was in Arrow that I think caught the original girl to be Black Canary.
But so it was kind of cool because it was showing the lineage. Like it had the
Mhm.
old training the new. You had like Stargirl was with her stepdad. Steel, I can't remember Steel who he was being trained by, but like Adam Smasher was in it, and oh, it was such a good run. It was
How about Adam Smasher, Adam Copeland?
Copeland?
He was in Flash on, or it was either an Arrow or a Flash, but it was Edge.
Oh yeah, when
Yeah, Edge. Yeah.
Edge.
That was creepy. That's a crazy character. He just kept growing.
So
I
right
do
now
remember that.
with Swamp Thing, we're just waiting to see where it goes at this point.
Yeah.
He's all in. He realizes this is him. He can't go back to Alec. And now what's gonna happen?
And they've also closed a lot of storylines on out already. You saw old Miss Sunderland get the short end of the stick,
Mhm.
where Avery showed up and he put her in the nursing home or the padded cell, if you
Mhm.
will.
Mhm.
But man, and then you had the young kid, or the sheriff's kid,
Yeah.
just drunk driver, or ran into the barricade, so he's
Yeah, they
probably
sort of
dead.
Sort
So
of left us
wrapping it
hanging
up.
there.
Some of them are left us hanging, but I think kind of getting all wrapped up near the end.
Mhm.
God. So if they can finish it off and wrap everything up, man, it's like the culmination at WrestleMania. When it's over, man.
Well, I heard there's a tease, and I don't know if I should say it or not.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I
man. It's
heard they're going to tease Anton Arcane at the end of it.
Ooh, that would be so cool.
Which makes me hope that they bring it back.
Yeah,
So,
man.
I mean,
someone will have to pick it up because
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure like the fans, there's going to be some petitions. Man, it's going to be awesome.
I thought Old Man Quill was over. Oh, I'm sorry.
Old Man Quill, hey, that's Marvel. Hey,
I was going over my books for next
what
week.
would Cat Wren say?
Yeah, I was looking at my. I mean, there's some. I'm just shaking my head. Like, there's so many number ones that come out every week.
yeah,
It's hard to
that's
keep
true.
track. And I always forget mycomicshop.com on the pre-order generator stuff or whatever, 35% off if you pre-order. But they have this thing where you can click first issues and it goes to all the first issues. And there's freaking sometimes I totally forget to even check that thing.
Mhm.
And I missed the Green Lantern 1 annual, or not the Green Lantern 1 annual, but I guess whatever, Green Lantern 1 annual for this volume, whatever it's on. But I missed that one, and I missed the Justice League Dark annual. I was like, oh, dang, man. Freaking ones. But I picked them up today off the website,
It sounded like somebody I know.
Jim Cornette, most likely. That was a little Jim Cornette in there.
I
Triple cheese, double mayo, double onions, mother. Yep. Of course, he would finish it off with the F word.
Yeah. So there are some good books coming out like that aren't even The Island of Dr. Monroe. I love that book.
Man, that's awesome, man.
That Defying Devil, Candyman. Jeez. And Future Foundation's back. It's pretty cool.
I saw something in the previews.
Previews
they're,
right?
What's that?
Previews was new this week, right?
Yeah. They're bringing back Dead Rabbit.
Yeah,
but it's called Dead Eyes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now there's a bar and clothing line called Dead Rabbit.
Right, and that's what led to the whole.
Is it the bar in New York that sued them, or was it the clothing line?
The bar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is so.
Yeah, the whole thing sounded fishy to me.
I mean, their logo was exactly the same.
Yeah,
and it was. I mean, it's pretty cool, but we got. I'm just looking at all this neat stuff. I got hey, Legend, I got the new shirt on.
Nice.
That? Is he on here?
I don't know where he went. He's not on screen.
Oh, he left. All right, so let's see. Let's jump over into this chat. Uh, there's big. Oh, there I got to give out my shout out to Clangin' and Bangin', the Mastodon himself, the immortal Biggie Shack. What is going on, Jason Smith? What is happening? You're just sitting there laughing. It's pretty sad, man. And congratulations again on being a grandparent. He says, "Here's the thing: I am not a grandparent."
Yeah. He always tells me not to say it. So I don't.
But he is. He just doesn't want to tell anybody. Dang, dude. But we've been doing a lot of things, a lot of planning right now, and Kat Wren and I and Carson, we were on off air last night, just trying to get everything planned for C2 or not C2E2 Baltimore. I wish it was like right after C2E2, and then because everything seems like it's coming up so fast.
Oh, I know.
And like
Ridiculous.
Ben Compton is asking, is anyone reading Ice Cream Man?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I never have. So is it any good?
Yeah. I like they. The last few episodes are kind of dry for me. I don't know if it's losing my attention or what. I picked the newest issue up today.
I'm actually picking up my books tomorrow.
Yeah.
I just haven't had a chance to. Things have been kind of crazy on my end.
Chris Barrett, I know, an Ice Cream Man.
I thought a great idea was to get a van and drive around and give ice cream and comic books out just to little kids. Then everybody keeps on telling me it's a one-way ticket to prison.
Yeah. I believe we've already seen that in this community.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
We've been doing a lot of planning and that, and things are coming together. We just have to get the house situated. If anybody is going to Baltimore and still wants to stay with us, let us know. Oh man, Chad, rent an ice cream van and give out comics. Yeah, I know, man. That's what I've been trying to do. I used to work at Borden's. I was the milkman, dude. I like it when I'm Jason. You were born to be a milkman. I mean, I think Jason Smith is a phenomenal milkman. Yeah. So a couple of the big things that we've got going on tomorrow is we don't have anything planned for tomorrow. Oh yeah, Chad, MF90 will be on with us. So
nice.
And what else? Who else do we got going on? Oh, Carson will be with us. Kat Wren. Paul, he's not because he's dead.
As always.
You know what? I literally haven't talked to him this entire week. Biggie Shack, what is going on, dude? Biggie, if you want to clang and bang and try to get on here with me and the Mastodon and the Legend, we're always down for you. I can send the link right now. You tell me when. You let me know. I got nothing going on, but the day is old, and we can change this into a wrestling talk show. Okay? I got nothing else to talk about. I mean, I want to hold off on. I think next week we're going to review The Boys in whole.
Nice.
I'll just give you my opinion. By far the best show I've seen all year.
Yeah.
And the ending was like, what just happened?
How many episodes is it?
8.
Well, that's not bad.
No, and you could blow through them soon.
Yeah. I might try to work on that this weekend.
I got to get my phone, Biggie.
Provided I can get my bumper straightened out.
Biggie, what do you want me to send it to? Your email? I gotta go grab my thing. Comic Comic Man Andy. What is going on, brother?
What's up, Andy?
He is a good dude, man.
Yes.
That is one of the best guys. Makes me laugh every Friday night. Let me grab my phone. Oh, here it is. If you guys want to go on and check out jump
up. Bake the Snake is in the house.
Oh, damn it, dude. Bake, if you want to join us, you can join us. I'm sending out invites. I can't remember how I sent out. Oh, email. That's right. Caleb, jump on. Bake the Snake. I can send you an Instagram if you want to jump on. I kind of need to talk to you anyway, so it'd be kind of cool if you want to jump on. We're just hanging and banging. Yeah, Andy, this is the first day. No hangouts. We're in, what is this called again?
StreamYard. But, Hangouts is still working. Apparently, it's just not working with YouTube.
Yeah, it's not going to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was in with those guys earlier.
Oh, okay.
And Evan was like, they all lied to us.
Alec is in there. What's going on, Alec?
Mr. White Whale Comics himself.
That dude is the best, man. One of the funniest people I've ever met.
Natural.
He's hilarious. Okay, yeah, no problem, Bake. Yeah. Sending to Caleb. And now I'm going to send this over to the immortal Biggie Shack. This dude's dangerous, man. He gave Biggie Shack. He's like somebody that you want to have on your side because he will. They call him Rice Krispie Treats in Ohio because he will snap, crack, and pop your ass.
Snap, crack, and pop.
That dude knows his shit. Oh man, my email. Dead air is fun.
Gotta love it.
All right.
I can't think of anything.
I'm super there's nothing going on in
I was looking at Blue Devil. He was a stunt man. He created the Blue Devil suit. Apparently, it was his protective suit for being a stunt man. Let's see. During filming, a demon by the name of Neberos was accidentally unleashed from within an ancient temple, and thinking Cassidy was an actual demon, tried to drain his demonic powers with blasts of magic. Instead, the blast permanently bonded the suit to Cassidy.
He's back.
Back in action.
There he is.
Do you know Biggie?
Whoa!
Do you know Biggie's Biggie Shack's email by chance?
No, I sure don't, man. I think Kenny. Wait a minute. You know what? All right, Kenny can send it to me on Instagram, right? Yeah, Kenny. Where's Comic Head? Where's Macho Head? 84. Is he in the chat still?
Yeah.
I love me some Comic Head 84, man. One of the best in the CBF. Comic Book Federation, if you didn't know, you check it out on the Slab Down Sunday nights, where 2 men enter the squared circle and only 1 man leaves alive and advances into the next round of the Slab Down tournament. That's going to lead to a title shot or a belt, or I don't know what kind of gimmick that Mick Sands is going to throw at you. So you better get ready, and you better know when the Great Legend Show has got your ass live on youtube.com/r.95. Your home for comics, cooking, gaming, and the truth. Coming back in September. Hashtag live in 35 days away from tonight. I will be live once more on the Great Legend Show. So stick around until then on Thursday nights and Friday nights on the Comic Core, because that's where I'll be live on the CC. And if you don't see that, you don't see shit. That's how you roll on a promo, boys. If y'all are watching that live in the chat, that's where it's at. That's where you want to be. You want to be with me, the LEGEND. What are you going to do? You can't repeat. You can try, but you'll never be this great. The Legends Live chat. What's going on? I'm sorry.
No, I'm just trying to find.
Back to Kenny. Okay, so ComicHead84. Instagram, please Instagram me, Kenny. Private message me on Instagram at r.e95 with Biggie Shaq's email so he can join us live on Outside the Issues.
Wait, you came in as Turd Ferguson.
Oh, who's this guy? Who's this guy?
Yeah. Hey guys. It says Turd Ferguson.
Welcome, Mr. Turd Ferguson.
What's going on?
It's funny because it's bigger than a normal hat.
What's going on there?
Gentlemen, what are we talking about? Swamp Thing? We're talking about Swamp Thing?
We were,
but kind of. Well, I'll give it to you. What's your review of the last couple episodes?
What do you think?
They ran out of money.
I'll agree with that.
They ran out of money, and I ran out of patience. That I was very upset that this turned out the way that I pretty much thought it was going to, which was that they were going to run out of money, and the show's quality was going to drop off. The first thing they did when they ran out of money is they did that Alec Holland episode with the spores or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that was fun. That was good. And then afterwards, it was just like, what happened to the show that I was loving so much? Guess I got to go watch The Boys instead.
Whoa, that's how you roll right there. Damn. Donnie, have you seen The Boys yet?
No, I have not.
No spoilers.
I'm gonna attempt to go after that this weekend.
Donnie, let me tell you something about The Boys. They say Chad loves The Boys.
Oh, it's the best.
And another thing, on Amazon Prime, after you're done watching The Boys, stick around and go back and rewind and watch some Dark Shadows. The privacy of your own home.
Yeah.
I had to throw the privacy of your own home on the end.
Barnabas Collins.
You don't want to be watching Dark Shadows out in public. People will think things.
Man, big shout out to Bob World. My last live show last night. Bob World sent me a A-OK like no other. Man, he sent me some Dark Shadows, brother. Cheap rhyme. That was a cheap rhyme.
Was it the books? He sent you books?
Yeah, dude. The Dynamite Entertainment, the volume ones, they came out in 2011.
Oh, okay, that came out probably around the same time as like the reboot.
I thought maybe he was grabbing up some old
that Tim Burton movie.
Yeah, well, not the Tim Burton movie. Woo, that's gone. I didn't like that at all. But like the comics, man, they came out in 2011. Artwork's all based off the original series from '66.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool.
But didn't the Tim Burton remake come out? The movie come out around 2011, sometime around then.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She's talking about like boosting recognizability for the IP, give them an opportunity to produce.
Amen to that, definitely. And I was glad of that. That's one thing the movie did bring was some kick-ass comics, so I can't deny, man, that is awesome.
Hey man, you got to get in where you fit in with that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he remade Willy Wonka, and that's just like sacrilegious to me.
Oh yeah. With that
But I tell you what, even though the Oompa Loompas suck and the music's terrible, they do use the original songs from the book in the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie, and they also use what's it called? He's like super fucking creepy, man. Johnny Depp as Willy Wonka is super fucking creepy. It's like way creepier than Gene Wilder. Gene Wilder, while it was like a little crazy-eyed, but still very lovable the entire way through that movie, even when he's screaming at children, still pretty badass. But that Johnny Depp, man, if you're looking at Willy Wonka as a creepy figure, man, that is a creepy ass movie.
Big shout out to Bake the Snake. He just informed us of Biggie Shack's private email address on his own private server where he answers all of his Biggie Shackamania fan mail. And man, he's going to be joining us here live in 5. So stay tuned, brother.
Biggie Shack's coming?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. He's coming.
Man, I got to pull the chat up. I'm going to pull up the chat.
Well, you can do it from Stream Duck.
Stream Duck. StreamYard.
Stream.
I can pull up the chat from here.
See where it says comments on the right?
Big shout out Jason Smith
maybe.
is in the chat. Mr. Media Mail, he's coming to a town near you to take the packages off your doorstep.
Comic Man Andy says that's my most favorite turd. I'll never flush him.
Comic Man Andy's in the house, man. Great to see Andy.
Yeah,
But no,
I don't have that.
Stream Duck Butter.
it is great to see Jason Smith, one of my original hosts. Me and Jason Smith and Hoodat and Big Bear. That was the original host of the Great Legends live auction. Man, we had a lot of fun, man, Jason. So wish you well. And he's a proud granddaddy now. So, man, amen for that. It's good to get Jason,
I didn't say Jason.
Jason changed him diapers. He'd be like, oh, not again,
This Explain says Stream Duck Butter. So
Oh, yeah, no, that's a shirt. That's a freaking shirt.
Miss Explain put out this meme today with Super Grover by Alex Ross. With did you see that, Legend?
God, I
Is it
wish
the
I
chat?
did. I need to go back in
goodness.
there. As I love Alex Ross and I love Sesame Street, man. I've
It was
always
great. It said
grow up around that,
it says you slap a House of X label on an Alex Ross painting, and all of a sudden it's must read, and it's Super Grover with the House of X logo on it, and I'm like, I want to read that book.
Yeah, me too, man.
I'm gonna read that book. Something fierce.
I'm just trying to figure out. Oh yeah. Hey, so did you know that creator dude that we had on our show last week, Friday?
Hey, Chad, did you invite Biggie Shack yet?
Oh, you sent me the email?
Well, it's in this private chat thing.
Sorry, I'm doing it right now. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's all I see is that private chat. I don't have those comments.
Yeah, I don't
everybody?
either.
That's only the host. I think that's only Chad can see the host stuff.
Oh, you can't see it.
Yeah, I can't see it either.
No, I can't either.
I just see private chat.
Oh, I'm gonna pop out the chat then. I'm gonna pop out this chat so I can see what you beautiful people are saying out there.
So I'm sending
Chris Barrett's got a signed copy of Loki 1. Dude, that's freaking cool.
the guy was on our
That was the guy that was on Wednesday.
yeah, on Unlimited. No, the other guy that was on our show like last week.
Yeah, the dude that was the Loki guy.
I didn't get a chance to watch the show last week. I've been super freaking busy, man.
Oh, so do you know who's going with us?
I know Bear Island is.
Yeah, so Bear Island.
Second he wrote that song, I know that was all sewn up. Oh yeah, well I saw them in the chat. So
yeah, and
I mean I've been throwing squirt guns up, but like beyond that, like I've been MIA.
what else? Oh, I guess all three of the third place winners won. Airboy the Barbarian, Hoodat, and Bake the Snake.
Uh-huh.
Bake
So
the snake.
Air too.
Airboy did a good job, man. That was a good video.
I thought he was funny. So I sent that to you, and then the creator of Junior High Horror.
That was.
Oh yeah, he was on this Friday.
Yeah, he's staying with us in Baltimore.
Oh, okay. How'd that go? Well, I guess.
Someone on the panel got a little starstruck.
Who? Me? I didn't.
Some flashes. She's gonna murder me.
Wow. No, Mark might murder you.
I'm dead. Oh, he'll murder anybody. Charlie Manson.
We are alive, legend. We are alive.
Mark, man. Mark crazy.
Mark,
Don't let him sleep next to you at night.
Mark will cut a person.
Chris
Slice and
Barrett said
dice,
that
man.
Rob was a great guest, so I guess we'll see if he's a great house guest.
He has a book called it's about Liefeld. Did you know that?
Nah, I
Yeah.
don't know shit.
I'm trying to find it. It's called X
Oh, the Liefeld. Die Liefeld.
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 Oh, X Liefeld. Yeah.
And it's about all these characters from the 90s that Liefeld made, but Marvel didn't allow them to use them until now.
Yeah, man. Liefelds, man. Dang. That dude had the passion, though, man. All them stories to be a writer, write your own comics and stuff. And I think he was saying that was just his part time. I mean, he probably collabs with that online. They do a lot of the online stuff now, and it's not like Stan standing over Jack's shoulder, as he's sketching on the board like the old school. But it's all digital now.
So I sent that to the guys.
Yeah, Biggie Shaq, come join us tonight.
He's not seeing it. He says he's not seeing it. Yeah, it's a John Cena email, Chief.
It's from the Comic Corps to Fair.
I watched Biggie Shaq play some GTA the other night.
I saw that too.
He was
Man, dude, I love that. I haven't played that in a long time.
He was doing some great stream of consciousness stuff, like kind of talking to himself, and it was all really great content, man. I really enjoyed it.
God, that's awesome. I got to go back and watch that. I used to stream pre-comic book YouTube. I used to do a lot of that gaming stuff, and I did GTA 4. It's freaking A, man. We had some good times. 9th place on the overalls, baby. GTA 4. Shimp Howard, gone too soon.
Yeah, gone too soon. You're living in the past, man. What are you doing now?
Days, man. Just
what have you done for me lately, legend?
Just getting more white in the beard. Just getting
losing
old.
to Drew Gulak.
Oh, dude, that Drew Gulak match, we had it, man. We had it. But the thing was, I looked back at it and I told him, I said, well, let's do 15. Well, maybe let's do a 30-minute Iron Man or whatever. But the thing was, I pinned him and beat him so quick on that first. If I would have just made it a regular match, I could have won. But no, I had to be a big shot. And then, boy, I tell you, Gulak kept laying on the submissions,
shot.
man.
Yeah.
He put them on me, man, and dude, it was over. But Drew Gulak's going to have Baron Corbin in 2K20, man. Corbin's coming back. He's got to kind of have a shaved head.
Yeah, you're lucky the new version's coming out in like a month or so.
Can't wait to get back into the gaming, playing some streams,
I'll tell you what, man, we should definitely all get together and multi-stream some Borderlands. I think it'll be a good time.
Yeah, anytime, man. I which one I got them all. I got the
when 3 comes out, I'm
remake.
definitely gonna be on that for a little while.
Well, and I got
remake was good.
another big announcement. I mean, not announcement, but that a boy. Congratulations to Simple Man Comics, who's going to be doing the CBSI list. Will be back on his channel starting tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. So if he's doing the top 10 again. So I know he did a video about it today, but if you guys didn't know about that, he will be doing the top 10 CBSI on his channel tomorrow at 9 p.m.
And I
They're
looked
doing it
at
in-house.
yesterday's books. I looked at yesterday books on the CBSI. What was really cool, Simple Man Brian, he put it in his community tab so you could see the full list. And I think you'll want to get TMNT 96. But I didn't see Fantastic Four or any of those kind of books that I like. Where was Green Lantern?
Legend. I got
Green Lantern.
Marvel previews, right? Have you seen it?
I ain't into the Marvel.
All right.
No,
All
I'm
right.
just
Let me
kidding.
ask you. Look,
Future Foundation.
No, not only the Future Foundation.
That book.
You know they did these X-Men books, the Grand
Yeah,
Design.
the 3 books, the Grand Design. Yeah, I'm gonna get all 3 covers.
Fantastic Four Grand Design, baby.
God, all 3
Nice.
covers look so cool. And
Yeah.
today I Facebooked
That's
Kyle.
what-
And Kyle Walker, he
Oh,
was the
you
only
know
one I
what?
told. I actually went to mycomicshop.com today because I had to get Green Lantern Annual 1 and Justice League Dark Annual 1. So I went there, and then I went into the previews, and when I saw them Grand Designs, I immediately messaged Kyle Walker because he has the X-Men Grand Design, and he's one of the
Those are good books.
hugest uncanny X-Men all mutant fan. I think he's the biggest mutant
Mhm.
fan in all the comic book community. His name's Uncanny Kyle Walker.
That's right.
He's a man from New Zealand. Not only is he a man, he's a prince. He's got the blood of a prince running through his veins, running through his soul. And if y'all didn't know, y'all do now. His name is Uncanny Kyle Walker. from
Kyle Walker,
New Zealand.
one of the greatest individuals in the comic book community.
Yes.
He does great content on his own channel. He's
Yes.
always in the off airs. If you haven't run across you some Kyle Walker yet, you're not playing Pokemon, because every time I turn around, a wild Kyle Walker appears.
Who?
You must be living under a rock.
Who? He's a Doctor Who fan.
That is correct.
Man, you want to see someone load up on the TARDIS? When he goes into the TARDIS, he gets a little fartus. I'm just
Oh
kidding.
yeah.
Hey, who you
No,
calling artist?
He was.
That ain't a porta potty. That's the TARDIS. No, man, he's a huge Doctor Who fan. Man, so check that out, man. That aspect, Star Wars. Who could ask for any more? Kyle
Loves his
Walker.
Judge Dredd and his
Oh, yeah.
Judge
British
Dredd.
comic.
Judge Dredd. He grew up on Judge Dredd.
But Donnie, is it Battle? What was that? The war comic he liked. He has a war.
Hey,
Charlie's
I,
War.
I'm
Charlie's War.
telling
Oh, okay.
Biggie, I resent it. I got his passcode. He should have it now because I'm just replying.
Biggie Shack, man. Great to see the Biggie Shack tonight.
Shaq.
Whenever Biggie Shack gets on, things get electrified.
It's a little
man.
Guys,
heated.
I tell you what, this is outside the issues, but I haven't been on here in like a week and a half, and all I want to do is talk about comics.
Well, they got a lot of awesome comics coming out, man. So much
I
coming
can't wait
out.
for tomorrow night, man.
Tomorrow's gonna be good. We got
We
Chad,
got a guest.
Chad MF90.
Whoa. Comics is 90.
We're gonna have to measure YouTube real quick to make sure it's 100% 90. Because if it's not 90, we're gonna run into some issues.
And
You
then
gotta take it in, man. Wear that scarf.
I think one day we should just let like
We can only do 6 this way, right?
10.
We can do 10.
Yeah, because
Yeah, we got the good one.
We got the paid version.
We got the good one.
Paid version.
Note the nice icon up in the corner.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, you can't do that with the free bird version. I tried.
I haven't
The
fucked with
other
the
one has
version at all.
The duck is on the other one.
So
I'll tell
it
you
says-
what, man, OBS has been working for me just fine, but
says, how many people can I have on StreamYard? You can have 6 people in the stream. Up to 10 people can enter the broadcast studio, so you can swap people in and out.
Oh, okay.
Talk show. So
Dope.
it's not bad.
StreamYard, man, they really came on, didn't they? I guess they found out Google Hangouts was going to go under or go to that Google Meet, which is like a paid version type thing. But man, StreamYards is the way to go. They've answered all your prayers, people.
Yep.
If you didn't know.
I mean, it's pretty cool because you can stream to like your own website. You can stream.
Facebook Live.
Well, you can stream.
StreamYard really came out of nowhere, didn't they?
Yeah, but you can
Yeah.
stream
Instagram one.
simultaneously on 4 different platforms.
through
Oh, really?
Restream.
We could be on IG right now. We
It's
could be on
connected with
Twitch.
the
We could be on,
Restream.io
Yeah,
we could be on everything.
We could be on Facebook, Instagram,
all at the same time.
Why the hell aren't we doing that?
because we're just learning.
Let's stop learning and start doing.
He's got to tie it in. He's got to tie it into all the social media accounts, log them all in probably. And
It's time to stop shitting on our dicks and get to work here, folks.
We just got this. Legend's
Well-
usually the one that teaches me.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't think about all that, doing it all through the other.
We were too busy watching Bruce Wayne and Pirates last night.
Oh yeah, dude, that was just bizarre, man. Gone too
What?
soon. Gone
What?
too soon.
Not
In just Svengoolie, like a desecration version.
Svengoolie.
That's what it was.
What?
We really ought to send this. We got to send this out to Donnie, okay?
Dude, I sent this to him.
Okay. Maybe so. We'll talk about it a little later, though.
I survived the scariest Uber driver
It's a
ever.
great idea, though. Let me tell you, Chad, it is an excellent idea, but kind of weird.
Oh my God, Cat Run Figures. I hope you're okay.
Could you imagine?
Chad.
Oh.
Wait.
There he is.
I'm hearing something from backstage. Oh wait, here he comes.
Oh my God.
He's here. He's here. Biggie Shack is here.
Let me tell you something, Comic Hearts, dude. You guys invited the big immortal Biggie Shack to the corpse, dude. I just had to get my NWO song going, man. We in here now, dude. Going to see the Hulkamania, man. Oh, me and my brothers, man. We got Big Mastodon, dude. We got Big Drew Manchu, dude. We got the Great Legend testing, going at you live, man. Doing these Comic Corp shows every day of the week, man. I see the chat out there, dude. And I'm just pumping the immortality, dude. We got Big Comic Corp Chad with the hot tag, dude. I got the gold blinging. I got the drips dripping, dude. Look at all the drips, man. We're going down Venice Beach, man. Santa Monica Boulevard on the big choppers. Dude, the big choppers to go. Blah, 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 boom, boom, ping, pow. So what you gonna do, dude? We up in here now, man, with the Comic Corps crew.
Live too. Hey, Biggie Shack, get the Too Sweet sign for us, baby. Too sweet. Yeah, that's right. That's for you too. Seawood 19 newsstand. Get your Seawood 19 shirt from, what is it, Chad? tpublic.com/Comic Corp 1 or Corpse or S. Sometimes we spell it with a P. Sometimes we end it with the S. We don't know, but we try to do our best, and that's all we can do. And y'all can all lay to rest.
There are two
Not the
really
Undertaker.
White Whale Comics in the chat. What's going
Under
on there, Alec?
Whaler. Hey man,
Have our
newsstand.
He's just got a little less joyous.
We're gonna have our first Whitewell shirt here very shortly.
Man, that
Have
is
you
gonna-
sold any of those True Manchu shirts? Anybody buy that dumb shit?
Yeah,
True Manchu, baby.
yeah. We have two people bought that. The comic book Andy T-shirt has sold some.
Sweet.
Comic Man Andy. Sorry.
Come on. I love Andy, man. He's fun. Got some
Andy's good peeps, bud.
good Punisher books.
Yeah, it's his. Here, I'm going to share my screen with you. I can do that on here.
Yeah, you can.
Man,
You
let
can
me
do it
do
on
that
Hangouts too.
real quick. You know, sharing each other's screen is like having a sword fight, and I don't want to see none of y'all swords. Let's ask Biggie Shack, what's going down, Biggie Shack? How
This
you
is dope. I
doing,
like this, Chad. Look at
Isn't that
this.
sweet?
So we got
Big
comic
Big
book.
Legend,
So
dude.
user friendly.
Good to see you, man. You know, I didn't like the way my dude, Mr. Miracle, was roughing you up, brother. I'm gonna have to go at him, dude. I'm gonna have to go real. I'm gonna go shoot wrestling, dude. I'm not gonna hold back, brother. There's gonna be potatoes flying.
I know
Well,
how
you
it's
gotta
gonna be.
respect the chat, folks. You gotta respect the chat.
I haven't decided yet, Whitewell. I'm still waiting for your permission.
I know
Go
how
ahead.
it's going to be, because it's all about DC, bringing out the king, Jack Kirby. DC second round action. It's going to be Biggie Shack Comics versus Mr. Miracle, the best DC Kirby covers. And let me tell you something, Biggie Shack's most likely going to be coming out with some of that Jack Kirby DC, aren't we, Biggie?
You know I am, dude, because them big Marvel books cost way too much, man. I'm a DC fan through and through, dude. And I like the way Jack Kirby said, screw you, Stan Lee, dude. I can do this on my own, brother. I'm Jack Kirby, man. You know who I am, brother? That's what I'm talking about, dude. So you might just see some Forever people. You might just see some Commandy, dude. You never know, dude.
Man, let me tell you, this guy down below on my screen, he's kind of moving his hand like this off camera. He's talking about Jack and Kirby.
I'm petting my dog, fool.
True. I know you love Marvel, but look at Donnie's screen. The Fourth World Omnibus. There's no denying Jack.
Yeah, it's like the only thing Jack Kirby did that I don't really give a shit about. I'm gonna be honest.
All right, so
Fourth
Jack
World stuff, it looks real good, man. It looks real good. It
Kirby
looks
did-
real good.
Kirby
I
did.
mean, it doesn't read real good, but it looks real good.
Not everything could be that piece of shit Black Hammer bullshit.
Whitewell says
Hating on Black Hammer because he didn't read it.
I
Hating on Black Hammer
I do
because
love
he didn't read it.
I do love Kirby's Marvel stuff as well, because I feel like even though, well, actually, you know, Kirby, you got the 40s, 1930s, you got Timely Comics Captain America Comics #1, right? So that's Kirby, man. Him and Joe Simon, even back in the day, Kirby was still king.
Look, I when you look at Jack Kirby, he was clearly the best talent in the history of comic books. The guy created so many stories with just the look of his pages. But Stan Lee was all the sizzle on top of that steak, and I'll tell you that much.
Infantino. What do you think, Drew?
Look,
DC for life.
Nah. Nah. Marvel is comics. That's just the way it goes. You can be upset about that shit, but it doesn't change it. It's the truth. Marvel is the iPhone. Marvel is Verizon. Why would you not go with the phone company? I'm gonna get Sprint. Fuck that shit.
Like
Get
Chad
Verizon
says,
because it's the phone company.
like
That's why
Chad
it costs
says,
more, because that shit is better. That's why an iPhone. People don't ask, "Do you have a smartphone?" They say, "Do you have an iPhone? Do you have comic books?" They're not talking about fucking Superman or Commandy. Talking about the goddamn Fantastic Four, the X-Men, Spider-Man, the Avengers.
Jeff
Marvel is
Bezos,
comics.
Amazon.com.
Hey,
all
so
over.
Whitewell has a message for you guys. Stop talking comics.
Oh
I
yeah,
know.
that's
Dude,
outside.
where were you a minute ago? I just said it. I haven't been online in this capacity for
I
like
think
a week and a half.
Whitewell's getting scared because Legend's getting the truth. Legend's getting it going through his veins, entertaining the fans like no other can. And it's live here on the Comic Core. Now, there's no denying you got your story core, but let me tell you a story. The Legend. He's the Legend's truth. Man, Legend's old school. I got white in the beard. I can't wait for Whitewell to get a pure white beard. No,
Dude, I'll tell you this much. I watched that story core the other night. Like,
what did you think?
I got up in the
How's
middle
that,
of the night, and I had to drop the little Fergusons off at the pool, and I got on my phone and I was like, "What can I watch?" Oh shit, I didn't watch the story Comic Core, and I got about 20 minutes into it, and I'm like, "This fucking show, what is going on here?" But I had a lot of fun watching it.
I like what they're doing, man.
that
I
show on
I
Monday night?
continued onto the couch with my phone, and I watched pretty much the whole damn thing.
I used to watch Monday Night Raw on Monday nights, but now
Why would you do that to yourself?
I don't watch that anymore. I strictly watch Story Comic Core.
You made a rhyme and you didn't even know it.
No, I actually did.
Right,
Okay.
go ahead.
But I did know. I noticed it late though. You know how I always say I think 5 seconds ahead of time before
Yeah.
the rhyme. Well, I actually at the last second, when you're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that's when I connected it. So I got it in there really snug. It's like Shane putting one in there where you don't know, but it's really hard. And you go toe to toe. Man, it's just the rhymes, man. Biggie Shack knows what it is. Biggie Shack's Mega Power Hour. Biggie Shack. How do you feel when you get to tag team with the Macho Head 84, man?
Well, let me tell you something, dude. We got a real special show tomorrow night, man. 9 o'clock, dude. I suggest you be there, man. We got Big Bueller Comics, dude, and Moxley Head 84.
Bueller, baby.
Dude. We're talking finishers, man. And you know what? I think Biggie Shaq's been a little generous, so I'm gonna do a little giveaway too mid-show, brother. So it's gonna be a good time. You're talking about mega powers. You're talking about the madness. You're talking about the mania. You're talking about the two strongest stuff on the planet, dude. Just combining to make the most electrifying, powerful force in the universe, brother. Breaking shockers, man.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Biggie Shaq and Kenny is like no other. He is your mega powers, brother. And I don't know if you're still out there, Comic Head 84, but we know we love you. And you know who else? One of the folks that Chad loves is in the chat, and it's our host of this show, Outside the Issues. But she's outside the show. She's running the chat with that blue wrench tonight. And let me tell you, it's Cat Wren Figures in the house. I just got our new shirts in, got the damn. So she got the damn shirt. You can also get the damn shirt too. I know we had a damn shirt bought by our brother Drew, but get it live, get it now. Chad's gonna put
It's the ugliest shirt in the history of shirts.
Chad will put the link back, and y'all can order your shirts here tonight live. Support the show. It allows us to do more contests, more fun stuff. We can get people to Baltimore. We could see you on Comic-Core, so no doubt about it, Chad. We're live tonight.
I got to tell you guys, the last night I'm buying
Troy. You need to watch that, brother. That's how you do it live, baby.
We got, what's his name? Oh my goodness, Bear Island on the phone, right? And he was on a hangout with me and Kat and Mark, and I'm buying his ticket, and he's like, "What flight am I flying?" And I said, "You're flying on Spirit, man." And and Mark
Only
goes,
the finest.
"Mark, hey, listen, dude, it's free, right? That's the thing. Hey, Bob's World's on here."
Hey, what's up, Bob World?
Check it out, guys. Bob World right there on the screen. But Mark tells him that he was on a Spirit plane and it crashed or some shit. Dude's like, Chad, please, can you please get me Delta?
It was so funny. I love that story, man.
I was like, dude, you're coming for free. Just fly.
He won that grand prize winner.
I'll tell you what, Chad, man. If you'd gave me something for free, dude, I would have appreciated that, man. But some people
We're just trying not to kill the boy.
He's very appreciative. Bear Island's happy. We wanted to pick you up, man, on our way through.
Dude, I would have came, man. I'm locked down, dude. But thank you. I think that you counted me as a vote in there too, because you took both the people I suggested, dude. So Comic Corpse, I appreciate y'all picking up my big man, Big Bake, and Big Comic Smurf, dude, because those are my homies.
Oh man, Caleb Comic Smurf Murphy, man, he's like no other. He is another one of the Biggie Shaq brothers, and you can catch him live also on Story Comic Core on Monday night at 9 p.m. at Central Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern, and check him out on Fridays, man. Every time me and Caleb, we roll on IG. I'll be sending him the link so he can get on and go off the rails with all of us live on Friday nights.
I just want to
Caleb.
I want to give another shout out to Bob's World. Great, Legend did a great video yesterday for on an AOK that he got from Bob. Bob is actually the guy that designed all of the Comic Core logos, even the one that you see here.
Mm-hmm.
He did the overlays. The guy is awesome. Give him his support anytime, man.
Bob is one of the best here in the comic book community. He's been in the comic book community for a long, long time. Watching the videos, watching in the background, but showing up in the chat, showing some love in the chat, supporting the chat, messaging each other, becoming friends, chatting online. Man, we always have a good time with Bob World. I got Dark Shadows books, man. Freaking awesome.
Mark BKR said I texted him an apology.
Oh, is that about the Bear Island stuff?
Yeah, dude.
I cannot wait
what he
for
was
Baltimore.
thinking.
I can't wait.
Dude, I wish it was here tomorrow.
Can
But,
you put his comment back up real quick?
who? Mark's?
Mark BKR's comment. See that picture, people? Charles Manson gone too soon.
Oh,
Actually,
man.
no, that bastard. I hope he's dead. I don't know. That asshole killed a lot of people. But
You're
anyway,
talking about
He
Charles
just
Manson.
convinced people to kill people.
I don't know what he was into, man. Like he one of them David Koresh crazy ass people.
He was speaking them legend truths, and people just got off.
Oh,
and they're like,
God.
"Oh yeah, we'll murder somebody for that legend."
I hope I never lead anyone down those kind of paths.
Look,
Oh my God.
look at White Whale's comment. He says, "Ha ha ha! You're making poor Adam fly spirit and stay with all of you."
Yeah, spirit, baby.
He entered a contest. He wants to hang out.
He wrote us a song. I mean,
He did.
it's stuck in my head. I watch that video every once in a while, and I'm just like, "Yeah, that's a good song, man."
Dude,
He said he's going to perform it live on the show floor.
I hope so, man.
77 days,
Oh,
13 hours.
it's going to go so fast.
I still need to buy my plane tickets.
Here, do you want me to get you a Spirit flight?
I gotta figure out like how many airports are in Baltimore, Chad? You know,
It's
One, baby.
One.
You want to fly into BWI. You don't want to fly into DC. You want to fly into BWI. So any other flights in the area, or they're going to fly into DC, you want to go into BWI.
BWI.
Baltimore, Washington International.
Okay, yeah, Baltimore.
Thurgood Marshall.
Okay. I saw
Comic Man Andy said, I texted Bear Island a Kathy Bates gif when I offered to pick him up.
and I'm thinking it was probably the one from Misery, no doubt.
Oh, man.
BWI.
Hey, we got Ricky. I help me with this last name.
Markstadt.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Markstadt. Man, it's great to
Guys.
see Ricky the Dragon Markstadt.
Hey, so
Ricky, I dig that icon, man, with Deadpool with Yoda on his back.
did you guys hear that? Oh my goodness! They just kind of alluded to who's going to be Roman Reigns'
Husband.
no, his event at SummerSlam.
Thank you, Biggie Shaq, for the laugh on that. I appreciate it.
And I guess it's probably going to be Strowman because he's pushing barriers down on people.
I'll tell
He's
you
not.
what, man. Let me tell you something about Roman Reigns, dude. Not even cancer got that dude over, brother. So I don't know what to do that man over.
Damn. I'll tell y'all one thing. The match to see at
That's rough.
SummerSlam is going to be the legend, man. The legend Dolph Ziggler against Goldberg.
That's going to be the worst match ever.
Go.
No,
I
tell you,
hope
man.
Ziggler super kicks him.
I do too, dude.
That'd be so cool.
They're not going to let Ziggler get any shit in. It's
Yeah.
Goldberg.
Yeah, it's
So
going
what,
to
did they
be.
blame
It's in his
Undertaker for that
contract. It's like
fiasco, or was it Goldberg's fault? Who got blamed for that mess of a match?
It was
I heard,
Goldberg's fault.
I heard it was
Then why
Goldberg's
is he
fault.
wrestling
Yeah.
first?
Mm.
He
Whatever.
shouldn't be wrestling anybody.
He wants
No,
to.
not
He
at
wants to clear the air of that.
I tell you this much. You know what goes on sale tomorrow?
The
Tickets for the
Comic Con
first
t-shirts?
AEW TV show,
Ooh.
and it's going to be emanating from Washington D.C. right down the road from me. So I'm going to be trying to get my hands on some good ass tickets for Wrestling History, AEW's first live TV show from the Capital One Arena in D.C.
Nice.
Speaking of AEW, let's talk, Chad. Let's talk CBSI. Our good friend Brian, aka Simple Man's Comics. He has now taken over the CBSI Hot 10 list. So if you want to see some good books and you want to see some good looks by two guys that have a great show on Simple
Two
Man.
guys that aren't crooks.
Oh, the Common Corpse keeps it real, man. They don't hold nothing back,
I'm-
dude. No
I'm
hold barred.
speechless on that one. Gone too soon on it. But no, to go check those guys out. That's a lot of fun. If y'all are into the want to know some great reads, top 10 reads that are getting talked about, or top 10 covers, variant covers, things like that. Basically, what the big two want to push for the consumer. That's what's the stuff they're pushing is that kind of material. I didn't see Fantastic Four. I haven't seen that on the list lately, so I don't know what's going on there, Chad.
No, they had a Fantastic Four had an awesome cover this week.
With
Carnage
Warhawk,
cover.
yeah.
How about that Carnageized?
I didn't get a chance to pick that one up, but I did pick up the A cover, which was Thing
Hulk.
getting his ass wrecked by Hulk.
I don't know. Ben Grimm, he's going to sock it to him. I haven't read it yet. Please.
It's gonna go back and forth, man. I haven't read it yet either. I picked it up. I haven't had a chance to read it.
Whitewell says Ziggler is a master.
Mm-hmm.
And we also got Discovery Bay saying, what's going on here? Question mark.
The DBC, what's going down? You came to the right part of town because we're live on Comic-Core. Ziggler's a master. He is a disaster when he goes up against Goldberg, because Goldberg will probably botch. Ziggler will probably fall on his neck. Probably, a tragic accident. I wouldn't get in there.
I hope not.
Spear jackhammer. It's over.
I really want to congratulate again
quit.
Whitewell, who recently hit 1,000, and then JB from Discovery Bay also hit 1,000 this week.
The boy who had 7 hit 1,000, man. That was an amazing feat as well.
So really good, guys. Congratulations. You guys put in the work.
1,000 miles per hour.
Whitewell he's kind of picked up your that whole auction scene from you, man.
Dude, let me tell you, Whitewell is one of the greatest guys. I first, really got to know Whitewell by solo messaging him on Instagram. He had asked me some questions about the auction because him and I Got Issues, aka Panda, the Panda Man, they were going to have a charity auction. So Whitewell was asking me all these questions about it to kind of, get hit the idea of his charity auction. And man, him and Panda, they raised a ton of money for charity. And Whitewell now is just a master. He's just like a guy on out his own, doing his own auctions and kicking ass at them. So if you want some great deals and you want some great steals and you want to have a nice cheap meal after you're done, have some fun, order from Alec the Natural, Whitewell Comics. And if you do, you'll be glad you did. Maybe he'll even throw some beard hairs in for you. That's when you botch the end of a promo, when you can't rhyme shit. You just throw something weird and random in there.
You want to do a redemption because Discovery Bay hit 1,000 yesterday.
Man, that's Discovery Bay. Discovery Bay as well. He hit 1,000 subs, and he has 1,000 rubs from all of those fans that give back and pat him on the hand. But let me tell you, Discovery Bay, you're doing a great job. And what changed the scene is when he went to the premiere and the live stream. Once he started premiering the videos, that got a lot of people, because when they see that red light, that is a delight. The red light and a circle, that color, it's a mind trick. When you see that red and you see that circle, your eyes are gonna go to that point. So that's one of those little little gimmicks. So put that in the OBS machine and you'll know what I mean. When you get a little bit more views and you get a little bit more tattoos and the names of the dollar signs that sometimes are so fine, but you can't let the fame rule the game. You got to keep your mind to where it ain't going insane. So there ain't no doubt about it. You're going to get the super chat, guys. YouTube boy who had 7, Matt, great job. You're going to get the super chats. You're going to get all the love and all that stuff. But make sure, you stay true to yourself and remember your path. You always go down your paths, and you'll be okay. Just don't let the fame get to you.
Comics Miss Explained says Comic Core past 600. Yeah.
And
he's
I call that the Turd Ferguson bump.
almost at 420.
And he's almost at 420.
Whoa, hello.
Silver Age Dave in the chat. Joey
Hey!
man.
Man, it's great to see Silver Age Dave tonight, man. Silver Age Dave, one of the awesome, best collections. Man, when you go into his room,
Joey Solo is in here too.
You see all the comics, man. You see all those comics from Silver Age Dave. But the best part about watching Silver Age Dave, man, is Silver Age Dave himself, because the knowledge he provides, man, it's something like you've never heard before, man. So you got to get over there, man. Sub up Silver Age Dave. He's freaking awesome.
Discovery Bay says, I don't have enough watch hours yet. Hey,
you're going to
get a little bit of advice. Here's what you need to do. You need to go get yourself something called an Xbox, right?
Oh, yeah. You can.
And you go get yourself an Xbox and you buy a game called WWE 2K19. You friend Legend, Seawood, Brad, Drew, And trust me, we stream it. We'll go over because we'll be throwing you up at top rope, getting that hot tag.
You know, we got
Hot tag.
Chad,
Look,
Carson, Drew.
All I want to do is, can I be the
you.
special guest referee for Legend and Seawood versus two new guys who don't know how to tag in and out? Because I don't want to be a part of the team who gets my ass beat. I just want to count down 1, 2, 3.
Honestly, the Legend and Carson, they cheat.
I mean,
And-
they don't cheat. They stack the deck.
We work double teams. We work double team moves. You know, the cool thing is he'll tag me in.
Dirty son bitches. I'll tell you that much right now.
When I tag him in, I'll do a quick grapple on the opponent, just a quick grapple to kind of hold him there for a little bit. Carson walks up, he taps A, and it does the double teams. So we do a lot of double teams with Sami Zayn. That's my character, and he uses Kevin Owens.
Yeah, did you see what's going on, Melody?
Melody, it's been.
Hey,
Oh
no,
my
Melody.
God!
This big as Shaq, bro.
It's all good. Hey, I gotta get up out of here. I got little Shaq, dude. I'm watching him. I'm being responsible as hell, dude. So
I'm giving you the screen by yourself,
Oh.
man.
All
Here
right,
we go. Ready?
I want to shoot on old Miracle, dude. I feel like he needs a couple of lumps, man.
Go for it, Biggie Shaq. Shoot on Mr. Miracle. He
Shoot.
did me dirty. He did me dirty.
All right, dude. Let me get this set right. So, Mr. Miracle, man, we're in this slab down tournament, man. It's Biggie Shaq time, dude. We're talking round 2. You think you can go in my OG to Legend, dude? You think you can roll him up and pin him, man? By the way, dude, he lets you win. I'll tell you the truth. It's Biggie Shaq, dude. I ain't gonna hold back on you, man. Legend lets you win, dude. I'm not gonna be so nice. I'm gonna throw real shots at you, dude. It's Biggie Shaq time, dude. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do, dude? When the Biggie Shaq runs wild on you.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. That is freaking Biggie Shaq. And man, you are always welcomed back here on the Comic Core, man. No doubt about it, man. Biggie Shaq, one of the YouTube comic book community's finest. He is coming at you live all the time. Go check out his channel now. And man, he'll give you a damn leg drop somehow coming at you live through the screen and the tubes.
So
Chad, what do you think?
Ricky has a question.
Oh, this is cool. All right. Drew, what do you think here?
What power do I wish I could have? I'm a big fan of a healing factor. I think that a healing factor is pretty badass. I like to come out of a fight with my face all busted up and then watch it contort itself back to the way it should be. You know, I think bullet holes would really complement my outfit. And I could just heal back up. I really remember one of my favorite things about healing factors, Wolverine. He's got the best healing factor out there. And man, if you ever played that X-Men Origins Wolverine video game, it was like a God of War clone where you played as Wolverine, and the more fucked up you got, you like, turn like a skeleton. You slowly heal back as you were walking through the woods and shit. Good shit. Healing, yes. Give me that shit.
Comic Man Andy also says healing is where it's at. So he definitely agrees. How about you, Donnie? What would your favorite power be?
I'm with Ricky on the mimic power, but I unlike Calvin Rankin, the mimic, who has to be in the proximity of somebody, I'd want to have a little mind over matter deal with it, where I could just do it at will.
I'd like to be Red Death.
There you go.
Ooh, Red freaking Death. Well, for me, I think y'all know I'd like the lightning bolt to hit me when I say the magic word Shazam, and you get all those different cool powers in one. I'd be a nice Black Adam guy.
You see that, Drew?
There it is.
The Drowned.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
Lady Aquaman.
Hey, Chad,
Batman.
can you put that on the big screen real quick? Let's put you on the big screen. That looks freaking beautiful, man. Fans, look at that detail. 720p. Where are you going to be? You're going to be on Outside the Issues, and we are Outside the Issues because this is a statue. Dude, that's sweet, man.
That's a good looking statue.
I got
3
3 of the Batman now.
Comic Man Andy says he would love his superpower to be turd healing, being healed by, where you can like be healed by your own poop, and you
Come
just
see Turd Ferguson.
Yeah.
I'll be on that.
Turd Ferguson.
I got a stack of books here, man.
You know what, Chad? What do you say, man? This live show, it has gone off the rails. But Drew,
Yo,
do you think we ought to see some of these books Drew's got tonight? Might as well have some fun. Test out some StreamYards in hour number 2. We are in hour number 2 here.
it's just
Issues.
my pull list from the past 2 weeks from one shop. I went both the last 2 weeks to the other shop to pick up my books. So I've been reading everything that I've been like dying to read. But there's some stuff that came out, man, that I'm really hyped to get to. And that's like Paper Girls number 30, man. This is the last issue
I figure so, dude.
of this Brian K. Vaughan story with the Cliff Chang art.
I bet
It's
that's
really been consistent. Same creative team all the way through. Really one story. Really
That's
dig that.
that's one I missed out on.
I always liked how colorful
man.
those covers were.
You can really check out the. you can check out the trades. It's not that many to really catch up. It's only 30-issue story. Skyward ended at 15. They're supposed to be making a show out of this.
That was quick.
Yeah, that's 3 5-issue volumes. So I'm excited to see where this goes.
It seems like these image books are really getting some hype from the Hollywood, so that's always a good scene. Anytime it comes from creators, you know.
Good
This is
stuff.
one of my favorite indie books. This is The Weatherman, number 2. This is volume 2, number 2. The Hoop and Nathan Fox do this book, and it's just like really crazy, kinetic, colorful art. And it's kind of like a Total Recall like story. Spoiler warnings and also a trigger warning if you want to pick up volume 1, issue 1. Dead dog, trigger warning. Yeah,
Would that
they
be
make you
Webster?
fall in love with the dog and then they shoot it in the fucking head, and it's like So don't fall victim to that. Dude, like Spider-Man's chilling with his amazing foes. I really want to read this.
That's a nice cover. That's a good looking cover.
Right?
Spider-Man fans got to get that one.
I read this already. I pick up
Ooh.
Avengers at both shops.
Is that Cosmic Ghost Rider?
No, man, this is Johnny Blaze, the King of Hell. He is
Funny cover.
yeah, he is doing his worst to the Avengers right now.
Dude,
It's pretty cool stuff.
I loved using Ghost Rider in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1. Great game.
Bam. Got the B cover here. This ends with a whimper. If anybody was enjoying this, like,
How's the cover stock on that cover? Is that one of those?
oh
things-
yeah, no, this is better than DC books. I think the paper quality is a little glossier. It's still not high gloss, a little more matte, but the cover quality, cover stock on this is amazing.
So
So
y'all
I'll pick that up.
pick up that book. That looks good.
Middle West, man, this is getting crazy good.
Always a good classic. I always hear that title in the indie
Right.
scene.
Bam, you know, like more X-Men on top of all the X-Men would be getting. And like I got another issue of both House of X
Oh,
and Powers of 10, both 5 out of 5s on the Drew Manchuometer. Fantastic storytelling by Hickman. Really great setup. Anybody who hasn't quite got the grasp of what they're doing yet, this is typical Hickman. 2 issues into a gigantic story, and you're getting a whole lot of great yarn, but not enough sweater yet to see what you're really working with. So I would say give it 17,000 issues of Jonathan Hickman's story, and you'll probably end up loving it.
well, you know what? Speaking of 17,000, we have the availability to get to you 17,000 Comic Core T-shirts, but the only thing you have to do is buy 17,000 of them. But I mean, they're out there anytime, any part of the day you want to order. You can order live at tpublic.com/Comic Corps. That's it. COMICCORPS. You know it because Comic Core is the best live shirt you're ever going to get.
Legend, I want to read you something that I saw in Marvel Previews I think might be right up your alley, and then I'll show you the cover. It's written by Ed Brisson, and it's a 5-issue miniseries called Contagion. A seemingly unstoppable force has invaded the Marvel universe, and it's going to take every hero in the streets of New York, has to stop it. And a strange substance is taking over the heroes and citizens alike, draining them of life force, stealing their knowledge and abilities, and neither science nor magic can stop it. Where did it come from? Can it destroy anything? And can they destroy it? And who will fall to its awful, overwhelming power? Bam! Contagion #1. Look at that Ben Grimm cover right there.
God dang it. I'm going to have to get it now. It's like a cool radioactive type thing.
And I'll tell you right now, they're doing a connecting vertical cover. They have the black and whites for 3, but they have the full color for 1 and 2.
Oh my God.
Bam.
Dude.
Bam.
Oh my goodness.
Doesn't that look good, man?
Freaking order that Contagion now. Okay, so that'll be out in 2 months, right? I haven't ordered yet, so if I'll order that this month and try to get as many of those covers as I can. I mean, those covers, you've seen them here tonight. I mean, y'all like Hot 10. Don't even let Drew begin. He'll take this damn big Marvel's Preview magazine, roll it up, turn it sideways up that candy ass.
I will
do it. He really will, because Marvel is his passion and passion is his Marvel, right, Drew?
And if you guys want to, let us know. We've been actually tossing around an idea about giving a top 10 list.
Oh, I'm going to definitely get all 3 covers of that. That's Fantastic Four Grand Design. Sorry, Chad. You know, when I see the 4, I go crazy on the core.
That looks great.
Where's Herbie? Where's Herbie?
Oh, you know what else we're getting? We're getting a Dr. Doom #1.
Ooh.
Yes.
I like that one. That looks good.
I think I just increased Legends Comics budget.
Well, you know, I read digitally the I love that Invincible Iron Man, or, you know, the one where Dr. Doom or Victor Von Doom had the Iron Man stuff. That was so cool, man.
You know what I really like the Marvel's been doing is these Marvel Tales where they do the reprints of a couple of issues. They're getting ready to do a Ghost Rider, and that cover looks insane.
Now, that looks like Danny Ketch. Is that Danny or is that Johnny?
I think it's Johnny Blaze.
Okay, awesome.
I'm sure there's probably a Ketch story in here as well, because it's an anthology of like best moments or whatever.
I heard they're starting to bring Johnny Blaze and Danny Ketch back, like just to kind of put him in stories and kind of make them, you know, they've always been relevant, no doubt.
I mean, they're getting a new #1 where it's basically both of them too.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what I heard about.
Hey, Legend, there's a question in the chat. I don't know if you want to answer it.
All right, let's see. So, a chick with 3 tits, was that the question by Chris Barrett? Oh, okay, here we go. Why not do a Comic Core take on the CBSI top 10 list? Well, Chad, you know what me and you say about synchronicity. Me and Chad talked about that today. You know, on my way home from work, we were talking about that because, you know, we know Comic Tom had the CBSI list back in the day when they had their little agreement. Now Simple Man Comics has taken it over with the CBSI team because he's a part of that team too. So it was the only logical choice. But then me and Chad were talking about, why don't we do a little top 10 list? Well, we're talking about it. It's going to take a lot of research, because if we do a top 10 list, we're going to try to do our best to give you the most relevant, coolest comics you're ever going to see. Now, me personally, of course, and, you know, we're going to get the thing about it is we're going to get everyone in our Comic Core Facebook chat to like get in on this thing. So if, like, say Kyle Walker wants to say, dude, y'all need to get this X-Men book, then that book is most likely going to be on the top 10, because we, you know, really value Kyle's opinion. We value all of your opinions, and the easiest way for you to get in touch with us is on the Comic Core Facebook Messenger chat. So believe that, a cheap plug, but now you know, so make sure you do that and support the show. Chad, what did you think, man? Synchronicity. So, you know, stay tuned, Comic Man Andy, and we may just have our own Comic Core Hot 10. And the cool thing about it is it's always, you know, I think the video should be a short video and have just one like host, but make it a random host each time. You know, maybe have Drew host the top 10 or whatever, you know, but make it a top 10 that you personally want to see yourself, because the thing is, those channels like that, and no disrespect, I'm not disrespecting, because Overstreet Price Guide, Wizard Magazine, CBSI is the one of the new digital forms of what we've seen for years and years, but only let those be a guide. ETA Nick said it best, just a guide. It's just a guide. It's just a guide. It's not to persuade you of anything what to buy. So remember, buy what you want to buy. Don't let something persuade you by any means.
Because what exactly, and what we like may influence our decision. So like,
if it's Fantastic Four issue 12 with that beautiful Ribbit Hulk thing cover, I'm down, man. I'm down like Chinatown, even though I couldn't get to Chinatown because I had to lug a guy on my left hip. Thank you.
And then you also have Carson. Like Carson's very first comic book, we were just talking about this last night, was Superman 75. And
oh man, beautiful stuff, man. I also remember picking that one up off the shelf because we heard big news about it. And I was already actually getting the Man of Steel comic, and I got on it about issue 17 because at the end of issue 17, you had the one little page cameo of the Doomsday when he's wearing the old containment suit. And then, of course, that next issue, you got issue 18, the iconic Doomsday Man of Steel cover. First full appearance of Doomsday, and it had that Death of Superman storyline. It went through even Justice League issue 69, which rhymed with storyline, a rhyme that you didn't know that I knew, but I did. So pretty cool. It's all in the mind. But, and it went on to where Lois was clutching him in her arms. Dan Jurgens at his finest. C. Wood would agree. Newsstand is the place to be. Buy a shirt today. Comic Core shirt, Newsstand.
Look, I think that us doing our take on what other people are already doing, it's kind of a redundant policy. You know what I'm saying?
Redundant, but also fun, and we might be able to lead them into something like not of monetary value.
I'm just saying when the CBSI list comes out, right? For me, it's like, it's not about what I should be going out and hunting. It's about what do I already have in my collection that might have spiked. Because I know for a fact that all the local shops that I go to have that same list. And when it comes out on Friday night, they have somebody pulling those books out of their dollar stock. There's somebody pulling those books out of their back issues and repricing them. It's a sell list. Here's my deal on that, though. It's like, okay, CBSI puts it out, and Simple Man is going to go ahead and give it to you in video format, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think it's within our interest as much to focus on the books that have already popped. I think it's maybe in our interest to talk about what we're excited that we found.
That's what it exactly be.
That we're excited is coming out, or things that we think might do something when they come out just because of the artist and the creative team or whatever is going on with it. I think a top 10, it seems like something that, it's been done to death. I don't have a problem if you guys want to do a top 10 show reading off 10 names on a list.
Chad, I'm going to let you know. Here's the one I was going to go with, Drew and Chad and Donnie. Here's what it was going to be. Because you're right. Drew's exactly right. There's top 10s, hot 10s, perfect 10s, Mac 10s, whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, drive by, whatever, Mac 10 style, GTA 5 with Biggie Shack, watch him live. But it's just like that. My thought was this title. And of course, for like you, Drew, it wouldn't be those books. It wouldn't be like, because this is the first female Ninja Turtle. It wouldn't be that kind of spec hot books or any of that. It would be the stuff like you showed, that indie book. God, what was it? That number 30, issue 30.
Paper Girls.
Yeah, Paper Girls 30 or Black Hammer, or it would be me talking about Shazam.
Oh, don't get Donnie started on Black Hammer. He's a hater.
I am a hater.
Well, Donnie, we could do Donnie, your books. It'd be like Donnie's books. His picks, the ones that he has his favorite characters, the one he's reading. And hell, it can even be a back issue just to have it, and it's just all in fun.
Yeah, I've been doing that.
And the title would be this though. Comic Core Sweet 16. Damn, go just 16 titles because we have so many members in that Comic Core Facebook chat. It really allows everyone to get a chance to put their favorite book on that list, and we'll probably just randomize. It doesn't really matter like if one like book 16 is better than book 1 because it's just what we think is, our favorite ones, And it's kind of fun to share that stuff. And what it also does, if there's a book out there that's not getting enough sales, we can say, hey, this Chinese Superman book, this is a phenomenal title. DC's kicking ass. It's something like you'd never seen before. Of course, it's kind of modeled off Superman, but it's like in a different kind of culture. So you're going to see it in a different light, like you're seeing it all over for the first time. And man, when you could share your favorite stories like that and share your favorite rhymes, man, you get people into those titles and it lets those creators know that you really enjoy what they're trying to tell you,
Shout out to Comics with Bueller, just popped into the chat.
Man, good to see Bueller. He is live with us in the chat tonight.
Going on, buddy.
Yeah, I'd definitely be more down for a recommendation list than as far as books to look for or be into.
A reading recommendation.
Like story.
Yeah, definitely.
Like
a big event, like an event, like Chad. We could do, the Sweet
top
16.
Top 10 moments of Ultimatum.
Sweet 16 moments. Is there 16? Is there 16 moments in Ultimatum?
There's probably.
Yeah.
I mean, Ultimatum stretched over a couple of different books. So
yeah, I mean that the blog.
Well, I think I've rhymed more than 16 times tonight.
Not 10 rhymes of legend on outside the issue.
That's it, man.
Look, man,
happy belated birthday to Bueller. It's good to have Bueller in the chat.
A lot of opportunities to do something different than what's already being done, So that's just where I think about it.
Mm-hmm. Man, it's gonna be fun hanging with that Drew Manchu and Donnie and Chad at Baltimore. It's going to be like the Fantastic Four, man.
Before you get to town, Legend, I'm going to have to call up Jonah Hex to see what he can do for us.
How about that seafood place? Is it Jerry's Seafood or
Jimmy's
Seafood? Man, I heard they got some great cab cakes. That's what old Bruce Pritchard of Something to Wrestle With podcast always talks about, man.
Dude, you've been talking about this for a minute. You have to go there.
I know, right? All of the off airs, and when we start talking about Baltimore, because we're going over the plans, I'm alwaes bringing up Jimmy Seafood.
Baltimore, nice.
You missed Legends impersonation earlier. Give us Cornette. Give him some Cornette.
Is Carson in here?
Free triple cheeseburger, onion and mayonnaise.
Here's what we need to do. We're going to be the Sweet 16 list. And the Sweet 16 list is way better than any of the other lists that anyone has ever had because it's totally different, totally new, totally fresh, totally you. Because you're going to be watching it here live on YouTube.
You're so right. Like he just takes like the idea and just kind of like it's an existing. It just expands on it.
We're not going to be taking any of that New York style stuff. None of that New York shit like that Vince Russo, motherfucker. We're going to go
nice catch.
13 for Troy. If Troy's watching, we still, we're in the talks. We're in the deals, the sponsorship with Previews World Magazine. I know a lot of you may know that out there. So Troy, make sure you watch this video on the rewind, because the legend always has a lot of time to bust a rhyme. And you're going to catch that live, man. Chad, I implore you, get that damn Troy to watch this whole video all the way through, baby. He's going to see some shit he ain't ever seen before, because we got Donnie, Chad, and Drew on the.
We have royalty in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle Walker.
Kyle Walker, we just talked about you about a half hour earlier. You can watch the rewind.
Yeah, so Bueller does get the SNL goodness on the Turd Ferguson.
Yeah, it's funny. Put Turd Ferguson.
Man, I really miss old Cat Wren. I miss Cat Wren, man.
Knocked over Thor.
She's she's probably going to bed. She had remember today was HR day.
Yeah. Okay.
HR day.
HR.
Sounds much-
HR.
Human resources.
Well, you know what, Chad? It's getting late. I think Sting's coming down from the rafters because I got a lot of Coke Zero in the bladder and I got to get it out, man. So take us out, Chad.
He's got a lot of Coke he's got to take care of.
Let's go through the panel. Let's get some last minute shout outs and
All
last
right.
minute what's everyone doing on their channels.
Donnie, you're up first, my friend.
I got nothing going on my channel.
You're awesome. Drew, you're up.
Man, all I've been doing lately is some IRL work. It sucks. My schedule has been all over the place. And I hope to get back to talking comics, pulling comics out and selling them and doing all kinds of stuff. As of right now, I've got nothing planned for my channel. I missed my opportunity to do my live show. I said I was going to do every week. I've done it twice. So I end up at work every fucking time. So Drew Manchu, baby.
And I've got an ASRM video coming out.
What do you want to talk about?
You mean ASMR.
Testify.
Uncanny Galwalker. I gotta talk about X-Men.
You want to talk about X-Men? We can talk about X-Men.
I'm not getting horny here. I'm not.
Are you sure you're not getting horny?
Tomorrow night we got
getting
Comics
weird.
Misexplained. He wants to go off on
Very
some
afraid.
off the rail goodness. Hopefully we got Chad MF90, Whitewell. I'm gonna see if he's available, and that's it on our stuff. That's it. So Legend, take us out.
All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone in the chat. It's been our pleasure to entertain you tonight because that's where it's at, man. That's why we do this. We do it for you. I mean, if y'all weren't in the chat watching or commenting or, liking our videos, we wouldn't do any of this. So, remember that. And, each and every one of you is a great person and a great part of the comic horror. So for Donnie, the Mastodon Comics and collecting True Manchu, baby, Comic Core Chad, the chairman of the comic horror.
It was me.
It was him,
You
Cow screw, cow. But no, man, we do it for you fans. So make sure you tune in tomorrow night, Friday. Of course, next week we're going to be live again on Outside the Issues as we go over the season finale of Swamp Thing. And then the following week, we're going to be going over the whole recap. We may be a 2-hour, maybe a 3-hour special live show going over every episode of The Boys Season 1. I know that's what we got to get done. Now, I haven't talked that over with Cat Wren. I'm just projecting in front of the time. So, Cat Wren, I hope those dates work for you because they work for me. The LEGEN to the D. This is a great legend, people. And for all the sexy guys on the panel tonight, Donnie, Chad, and Drew, this is the great legend saying good night to you. Peace out and God bless.
Bye.
Later.
True Manchu, baby.